All right, what's going on, traders? Welcome back to the channel. We caught an absolute banger trade on the live this morning, so I'm going to go over why I took this. And yeah, this was a pretty clean A-rated setup. I would take this 10 times out of 10. It was a reversal trade. I've been a little bit more wary against the reversal trades recently, so I didn't size up as much as I wanted to looking back, but this was still a great trade. Let me show you guys why I took this. Let's jump into it. Okay, boom. So this was the long that I took today, actually targeting this high right here, around a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. There were also a few really nice continuation trades that our indicator called as well, because we still did have that new weekly opening gap that was not completely filled. But this was the only trade that I personally took that we took inside the live, and this was just a textbook trade. So let us turn off the indicator to start, remove all of these drawings, and go to a higher time frame. So I didn't really have a bias heading into the market this morning. If anything, I probably would have liked to see lower, honestly. I probably would have liked to see some of these lows taken out, which ES actually did. So the main reason I took this trade is that ES took this low. Okay, so if we go to ES here, and see we had this like AMD on ES. So kind of accumulation, manipulation, taking out this low right here, and then distribution back to the upside. So whenever you see Asian session pre-market kind of accumulating like this, right? Just accumulating, and you see that manipulation on market open, 8 times out of 10, you are going to see distribution in the opposite direction, right? So it just accumulates, boom, market opens right here. ES takes all of these lows, right? We had an equal low here. ES takes all these lows, and then immediately with speed and momentum, heading towards these draws and liquidity higher. And we had a ton of liquidity, right? Trendline liquidity, equal highs, whatever you want to call it, above. So we did have clear targets above for ES and NQ. So as soon as I saw ES take this low and NQ did not take this low, okay, forming a bullish SMT, I was immediately looking for long positions, okay, because ES's main draw was taken. There's the SMT divergence. And then all I'm waiting for on a lower time frame on NQ is some sort of reversal move, right? I want to see a strong reversal here after ES took those lows, okay? And you can see we had this 2-minute inverse right here with a V shape, and we had the first presented on this leg down right here. We inversed actually both of these. So this is like your main inverse fair value gap, right? Like these two combined creating this massive inverse. This is your trade idea right here. So as soon as I saw that those two fair value gaps were inversed with strength, with momentum, with speed, I enter the long position. I really don't want to see price even go down here. Like if price even went down here, I would close the trade. So really my invalidation level is like right here. Like I want to see with speed momentum towards these draws and liquidity. Now, NQ also had a ton of low resistance liquidity. Okay, so we had this collection of candles here, right? No fair value gaps. Just a ton of these highs here. So this was low resistance liquidity, right? I told you guys in the live, I want to see all of these highs here get taken out. All of this like collection of candles here. I want to see them getting taken out because there's low resistance liquidity there. And obviously, we just ran those highs within a few minutes. So my entry was on the 2-minute time frame. Obviously, indicator called it as well. If we pull up manipulation X, right, wait for this to load. Boom, there was our signal right there. And we had draws on liquidity higher with the new weekly opening gap, but I was just targeting this high right here, okay, as a take profit. So really good risk to reward on this. I did take a partial TP, TP1 like right here at the 15-minute bearish gap because, we could have still went lower, but again, looking back, I probably would have just held until this high. I really wanted to see that expansion move to the upside without any sort of reversals. But I did take a partial one there. Rest closed it at this high. And yeah, beautiful trade. We still had draws and liquidity higher. The reason I didn't take the short position, because some of you are probably thinking, well, why didn't you take this A+ short position? Well, we're still displacing to the upside, right? Creating new bullish 5-minute gaps. So this is actually where I was looking for a continuation higher, which we ended up getting, right? On like the 2-minute time frame, we got a continuation inverse higher, right? So this is your continuation model. This is your continuation model up until those higher draws are reached, which obviously was the top of this new weekly opening gap. So all of my draws on liquidity are done. So I wouldn't be looking for any more longs if I was still trading. Obviously, I got off after that first win. But if I didn't, I would be done now because all my draws on liquidity for the day are reached. And yeah, beautiful continuation. 2 really nice continuation models for a massive risk to reward. So if you guys know what you're doing, like you can make a lot of money just trading continuations. Did we get an SMT here? So you could say we also got a bullish SMT here with ES here as well, right? So like this was a really good continuation as well. So we had 2 continuations that followed that were actually higher probability than this reversal. Continuations are higher probability than reversals in all cases, in my opinion. But yeah, this was a reversal trade. Again, AMD accumulation, manipulation, right? Taking out these lows, taking out previous session lows, bullish SMT, inverse fair value gap, indicator called it with speed, with momentum, displacing to the upside. That is how we do it. Not rocket science, guys. This was like $300 that I made on the live account in 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Pretty crazy stuff, right? People were working 9 to 5 job to work all day, maybe even like 2 days to make this post-tax. 2 days of hard work that we made in 5 to 6 minutes on a live account. I didn't even go heavy. I went in like 2 micro contracts on this. My normal size is like 5 micros. So if I went full size, double that number. But absolutely beautiful trade. Happy with how I performed today. And yeah, everyone in the Discord crushing as usual, learning the model, taking these trades on their own, obviously in the lives with us. But yeah, beautiful trade. If you guys want access to the group and the indicator, I'll link that down in the description below. But yeah, price action was absolutely flawless today. Hopefully we get price action like this for the rest of the week. We have news on Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow we don't have news, but Trump is talking tonight, so we'll see what that does. But yeah, great day. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to this channel for more trading content. I'll see you guys next video.